Welcome back to yet another review. Today, I would like to tell you everything you need to know before you buy the Carro 45T. Feel free to skip to the parts of the video that you are actually interested in. Let's not waste any more time and get right into it. Actually, before we talk about the armor, I would like to mention the absolutely beautiful camo this tank has. As you can see, it is well animated and has a very good attention to detail. Now let's actually focus on the armor, probably the most important part of a tank. The in-game stats are showing us a pretty weak numbers, but the armor is actually better than it looks like. However, it's not reliable. On the left, we can see the tank on flat ground against AP rounds, and on the right, we are using APCR rounds. Now we move on hull down scenario where we can finally see some red areas on the turret. Again, the left is a AP round and right is a APCR round. There isn't much of a difference, but it can be a pretty solid tank in a hull down position. Face hugging or side scraping is not even worth mentioning as it's terrible at it. Mobility is another important aspect. This tank is actually pretty fast and it turns quickly. Here's a short clip of the tank driving on flat ground and uphill. As you can see, it does slow down a lot, but it's still fast enough. Now we finally move on to the firepower. I think that this is what makes the tank so strong and enjoyable to play. It has the auto-reloading mechanism, but this one also features the reserve shell mechanic. That means you should only use the first 3 shells and only use the 4th one when you really need to finish someone with low hit points. The tank has average penetration values. The alpha damage is 380. This gives you incredible 1,520 possible damage if you use all 4 shells. But as I said, don't use the 4th one to do more damage. Use it to finish someone and only when you really need to. It also has a comfortable 9 degrees of gun depression. This tank shouldn't be played frontline unless you have your team with you. That means it's more of a support tank. Good thing about this tank are mobility, potential damage per clip, beautiful camo, and overall looks. The bad things are armor, reserve shell, and it's a premium tank. Here is my personal favorite way to equip this tank. It makes it pretty fast and able to hull down. If you want to try something similar to the Carro, you can try playing the Progetto 65. The only real difference is that it doesn't have the reserve shell, and it only has 3 rounds in the magazine. I'm personally not a fan of the Progetto, but it's the closest alternative, and it's a free tank. I personally love this tank. There is something special that just makes me play it over and over again. I assume it's the high alpha damage for a medium tank. Would I recommend it? Yes and no. Hear me out, it depends on the price. If it's in crates, don't buy it. If it's a direct offer for $35 or more, then also don't buy it. I would only buy it if it was sold for around $20 to $30. As of now, there will be an event where this tank will be available, but I have no information about the price, but I assume it will be around $30. But we all know wargaming, they may surprise us with reasonable price, or with absolutely insane price. Also make sure that this tank does fit your playstyle so you don't waste your money. Well, this would be all for now. Please let me know your opinion on this tank in the comments. I do check all of them. And consider subscribing and liking this video. And also tell me if you liked it or what would you like to change. Thank you for watching, and I will hopefully see you next time. Goodbye.